this is E-Man Booze. There ain't no moon out tonight, but we got moonshine anyway. And I'm very pleased to bring you this here moonshine from Dark Corner Distillery. Now, Dark Corner, they're located in Greenville, South Carolina. And the spirits aren't real widely available, but they're well worth seeking out. And we wrote the Distillery of the Month column on Main Street Distilleries in July. So if you missed that, check that out, because that's a pretty telling tale about what these fine folks are doing there down in the South. And let me just say this. When it comes to moonshine, it got to have a good flavor. You know me, I love my moonshine. And there's so many of them out there. But there's very few really good examples of them. I can think of a couple right offhand. Climax Moonshine, of course, and Brawl Slab Distillery Moonshine. Those are two great examples of commercial-made moonshine. But when I first had this one, and let's pour some in the glass, because we gotta taste it and smell it and do all that good stuff. But when I first had this one here, I was blown away by it. And I'll tell you, there ain't too many even close to this boy right here. So, what is it exactly? Well, it is moonshine on the label, but it's classified as a corn whiskey. And what's a corn whiskey? Well, the federal regulations for corn whiskey state that it's got to be at least 80% corn, okay? So, it could be that, and there could be some other stuff in there, but we don't know too much about it because Dark Corner keep a lot of secrets. And I think because of that, they're holding on to a really fine recipe. But let's get into the nose on this thing here and taste it up, and we'll chat about it a little bit more in just a second here. You know, if you get the really good backwood stuff, you know right when you open the jug that is good stuff. And this stuff here got a nose just like that. But the corn on the note here is so expressive. It's just like, it's like fresh corn shucked right off the cob. That's how crazy it is. Now, Dark Corner, they use an heirloom corn from a secret location that they don't tell about. And I think that's a big part of why this moonshine is so good. And so let's get some on the palate and see what we find in here. Oh, that nose, that nose. It is so smooth, and it's 100 proof, so it ain't no lightweight. It's so refined. It's so well made. It's so well balanced. They at the top of the game with this here spirit, and this is definitely in my top 3 favorites. I'm mesmerized by it every time I taste it. The note, the fresh corn notes, it's almost got a buttery smell to it, like fresh buttered corn when you put some on a plate with salt and pepper, and everything. And man, I don't know if they got a little rye in here or not, and we have no way of finding out. But it's not super spicy, so I wouldn't be surprised if it is just the corn that they're using in here. But it's just so damn well made. The sweetness. I'm mesmerized and spellbounded by this damn thing here. I love this spirit. If I have to drink moonshine any day of the week, and that ain't hard for me, but if I had to recommend a moonshine for anyone else to drink, this be one of the first ones I'd recommend. It truly is one of the best moonshines out on the market, and it is so indicative of what moonshine is all about. It just tells the whole story of Appalachia. It tells them everything about the craft. Now, it's only twice distilled in a copper pot still, and Paul Former, the master distiller, he figured out the winning combination. This here moonshine's won numerous medals, numerous awards, and it wins just about every time it's in a competition against other moonshines. So hopefully, if you're in South Carolina, Georgia, DC, or Maryland, you can go and buy it in the stores. For the rest of y'all, you can go on Dark Corner's website, darkcornerdistillery.com, and they have a way that you can order through the mail. And that might be your best bet. But do not pass this one up if you're a fan of moonshine. And if you've never had moonshine and you're just wondering what it's about, but you want to drink something that is definitive for what the spirit is, this here is it. One more sip. We can't, just because there's no moon, we still have to keep drinking. So one more sip here. I'm speechless. DarkCornerDistillery.com. I'm E-Man Booze. Check me out on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I write the Distillery of the Month column for MainStreetDistilleries.com. Check out the July Distillery of the Month that I wrote a couple of months ago. There's a whole nice article there with a bunch of pictures about Dark Corner Distillery. Oh, they also make whiskeys too, and flavor shines, and the butterscotch shine, the peach shine, the apple shine, and a few of the other flavors. They're ridiculous too, and I did a review on them as well. So go back and check all them out. Have a good evening. Bye, you all.